Here we go. So today I'm going to talk about the benefits of a community like PPH, but also some of the different options out there. Um, for those of you who may not know, there are a lot of choices as you get older. Some people choose to stay in their own home, which is certainly, certainly your choice and certainly something that works best for people. But there are also a lot of other options like a 55 plus community, subsidized housing, and that's for people that need assistance with low income. Continuing care retirement or life plan communities, and that's the type of community that PPH is. There's also strictly just personal care communities, assisted living, skilled nursing, and then also acute care communities that really help people that have really higher levels of need. So the first choice to stay in your own home, that is something certainly that you can do. It's for those that don't want to make a move. And for some people, it's not really a plan. Some people do plan proactively and actually choose to stay home, make sure their home is modified for future aging needs. But you do have to worry about caregiving in the future. So some people stay at home until they actually need care and then may move to a community that can accommodate them. It does have limitations, and if you're not careful, you can certainly become isolated. There are also 55 plus communities. So those are also age restricted communities. They're not set up for aging as far as personal care, nursing care services, but many are designed to help people age in place. Many are gated with security, and some even have clubhouses with some amenities like a pool and areas where you can play cards or have events and things like that. Subsidized housing, as I said, is for people with lower income. And they're subsidized typically by the federal government, and you do have to prove that you have a certain amount of income. It can't go above a certain amount to qualify for that. In the Philadelphia region, we're lucky to have the Philadelphia Corporation for Aging, PCA. And then there is a website listed here, pcacares.org. So if you or of someone that is lower income that doesn't really have many assets and looking to make a move, there are several communities in the area that offer this, and they can certainly help you with that. So continuing care or life plan community, again, those are a community. We have one more person I'll admit here. So a continuing care community or life plan community, those are, again, age restricted, and what really sets them apart is that they have those higher levels of care, which we call right here on the same campus. Hello, welcome. We just got started, welcome. So those are communities, again, like PPH, that have, independent living. So people typically move in while they're independent. Many people still drive, very, very self-sufficient. They're typically an entry fee base, so you pay an upfront fee. Some communities are only rent only, or a hybrid, a mix of the two, but typically an entry fee community will also guarantee care for life. And many nonprofit communities also have something like a benevolent care fund. And that's something that, it's raised by residents, typically donations or a fund development department in the community that actually raises funds to help those residents in the community that have outlived their resources. So, you do get care for life in many nonprofit communities, certainly here at PPH. They usually require financial and medical approvals. So you have to, you have to be able to afford to move in and pay the monthly fee and the entrance fee for a certain period of time. And then also medical. So people moving in to independent living, we want to make sure that you're able to live independently in a safe way. So many communities have a variety of sizes. Some communities have studios all the way up to single family homes. Here at PPH, we have studios, we have 1 bedrooms, very large 2 bedrooms, and we actually have a situation where we have been creating larger spaces out of smaller apartments. And I know a lot of communities, especially ones that that have been around for a while that may have more smaller apartments than larger apartments have begun doing that, where we can create larger spaces, which is fun because we can really customize it to people moving in. Benefits, many amenities and opportunities for social interactions. I've been doing this for 25 years, and that's probably among the top three. People move to a community because they want to be a part of a community. They want that social interaction. And I can tell you, especially since March during this pandemic, even though residents, we've had varied times of closing some of our common spaces and opening them back up again, socially distanced and safe. But you're still among a community of peers, which is nice to have that support. And again, the big benefit is no need to move again. So you move in while you're independent, and you have that security of knowing in the future, if and when you need care, and all of us at some point will probably need some care, it's all here on the same campus. You never have to worry about moving again. So if you're not familiar with personal care, and it is a little confusing, especially in Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania is mostly personal care, but there are also some communities that are licensed for assisted living. They're very similar. There are slight differences as far as the licensing through the state, as far as the amount of care that can be given. However, they do offer a lot of similar types of care. So basically, personal care or assisted living is helping with what's called ADLs. You may hear that term, that acronym, which means activities of daily living. So things that you do every day, bathing, dressing, medication management, preparing your meals, showering, things like that. So if you're in personal care or assisted living, you're getting assistance with those. And depending on the person, one person may be getting just one or two types of assistance, whereas other people may need, all of the activities of daily living assistance. Private pay in Pennsylvania, so that's something a lot of people may not be aware of. Other states, New Jersey, to name one, does have the availability of Medicaid, meaning that the government could subsidize it if you could not afford it. In Pennsylvania, it is all private pay, meaning that you do have to pay out of pocket. There are some benefits if you're a veteran or your spouse was a veteran in Pennsylvania, and long-term care insurance. If you have a long-term care insurance policy, that could help to offset some of the costs. Alzheimer's care, memory care, dementia, a lot of personal care or assisted living communities do also have separate areas within their personal care or assisted living area that offer specialized dementia or memory care. So they're often what we call safe neighborhoods, meaning that, unfortunately, a part of dementia and Alzheimer's is that people may wander, so they're not able to, on their own, get off of the memory care area. So there's a whole different type of care, a whole different type of life enrichment activities that happen there as well. And I can tell you, personal care and assisted living is probably about 20, 25 years old. So before that, people that needed care like this were living in nursing homes where they really didn't need that 24-hour nursing care. So it's a nice in-between if you can't quite live independently, but you don't need that 24-hour nursing care. And then there is skilled nursing care. So the sort of the old term for nursing care, skilled nursing care, was nursing home. And of course, that has a lot of negative feelings about it. But typically a skilled nursing facility, you may hear them called SNFs, a skilled nursing facility, it gives really 24-hour care to those that need the most care. So they're the most fragile or have the most health needs where they do need that 24-hour care. However, many, including PPH, has short-term stays. So maybe you're getting a knee replacement, you're recovering from an illness, injury, surgery. You can go there for a short-term rehabilitative stay. If you're needing therapy, you can get your therapy there, and then you go home. So here at PPH, we offer that, of course, for our residents. We have therapy right on site, but also to the outside community. So, if you're ever needing any type of short-term recuperative stay or even long-term care, we do accept people from the outside community. So there are three broad categories: short-term stays, long-term stays, and hospice care. If people are end of life and needing that care, that's something that could be provided as well. So who pays the bill when you need care? Private pay, if you're there long-term and you don't have a long-term care policy. Medicare, so Medicare is limited depending on why you're there. They pay for rehabilitative stays. Medicaid, so PPH also accepts Medicaid for those that have run out of resources. And again, long-term care insurance. And we would assist with any paperwork. If you do have a long-term care insurance policy, we would accept or help with any paperwork that your insurance company would need. So skilled nursing facilities, it's interesting. They're doing more, just like personal care and assisted living. They're doing more typically than what skilled nursing homes were doing in the past. Skilled nursing facilities are also doing what hospitals have done in the past. As we all know, hospitals, they want to get you in and out as quickly as possible. So many skilled nursing facilities actually are doing quite a bit of care that you used to see in hospitals. Acute care, so acute care is also a level of healthcare where a patient is treated for a brief but really severe type of illness. So you're having an acute injury, illness, they're getting you better. They have advanced, medical equipment. So typically they're treating you, and then once you're stable, then you can go back to a traditional skilled nursing facility or rehabilitative facility. So a little bit about PPH for those of you who may not be familiar. And again, just to let you know, we're currently closed to any outside visitors right now. Of course, we all know the pandemic is surging across the country and certainly in the Philadelphia area. So we're hoping in the not too distant future, we're able to welcome people back on campus to have a look around, to visit, ask questions. But for now, we have these virtual events that we're happy to host. So the Philadelphia Protestant Home, we're a not-for-profit continuing care or life plan community. We have been here for 130 years. This year is our 130th anniversary. We're vibrant living for seniors 62 years of age or older, and care available as you age. Again, that's what makes a continuing care community what it is. You move in while you're independent, and then there's care in the future. And again, if you do decide to wait and stay at home and move once you need care, you can move directly into our personal care and nursing care if we have availability. A little bit of history about PPH. We were founded in 1890, 130 years ago. Originally, it started out as a religious organization. The founding ministers, they were really struggling with how to take care of aging parishioners. 130 years later, we've been a leader in the senior living industry, promoting an active, purposeful lifestyle, and also an affordable lifestyle. We're priced lower than many of our competitors in the area. We're also non-sectarian. So the Philadelphia Protestant Home, we always tell people, don't be fooled by our name. We have people of all religions, all backgrounds, or no religion. Everyone is welcome here. But we do have many religious services here for people that do practice of faith and worship. And as a not-for-profit community, we do have a mission statement. Our mission is to provide a caring senior living community that affords its residents the opportunity to achieve our highest possible quality of life. So just a few notes about not-for-profit. What does that mean? We hear it a lot. We sort of get what it means. But just to, to clarify, a not-for-profit community like PPH, any surplus revenue from the monthly fees that our residents pay, the entry fees, they're reinvested into the organization. They don't go to shareholders. And that's the big difference between not-for-profit and for-profit. It goes right back into the community. We are governed by a volunteer board of directors, and those are outside community members with a variety of backgrounds, from healthcare, finance, construction. So they actually are the boss of, we have 16 board members. They are the boss of our president and CEO, John Dubik, who runs our day-to-day operations here. Customer service, again, back to the shareholders. Customer service guides our organization, not profits, not stock price. So that's the big difference between a not-for-profit and a for-profit organization. So PPH, independent living, we have 256 apartments here on our campus. We're in the Northeast, if you're not familiar, the Lawnside area of the Northeast. We have 256 apartments in 3 apartment buildings. And again, we have studios, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartments. Many have patios or balconies. and 11 different apartment styles. And we might be adding a 12th this year. We're doing an interesting combination of smaller sizes. Again, the benefits, communities like PPH, we are like a small town. And that really hit home during this pandemic where residents, you know, they're free to come and go. We do encourage people to stay put as much as possible to keep safe. However, right here on campus, we have beauty and barber services, fitness and wellness opportunities. We do have an indoor heated pool, bowling. We have an arts, culture, and entertainment center, art studios, walking trails, quite a bit happening here. We took advantage of the warmer weather up until, I would say, 2 weeks ago and had a lot of fitness and wellness opportunities outside. But there's a lot here on campus. We're on about 13 acres. So whether it's taking a walk outside or participating in one of our activities, there's a lot that's happening here. I can tell you that our fitness and wellness program is second to none. It's open to all of our independent personal care skilled nursing residents. You know, as long as they're able, they have different programming to help everyone. All classes for residents are included, both aquatics and land-based. We also are partners with Silver Sneakers, Prime, Silver and Fit. So pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, hopefully soon, we'll also open our community to members of the outside community as well. And that's actually how a lot of people hear about us. Maybe they've taken a fitness class or something like that, and they're introduced through the community that way. So the fitness and wellness, they actually have their own mission statement that they've created in our wellness program, which is to enhance the vibrancy and quality of life of the residents we house and the community members we serve through physical activity, wellness, and fellowship. We strive to accomplish this through fitness, affordable facilities and programs, and to instill in members our philosophy to value health and wellness. And they truly live that every day. So again, we have a heated indoor swimming pool, cardio equipment, strength training equipment, aerobic exercises, and bowling. And what's even nice is that when it's open, our fitness and wellness staff are there to help people if they have any questions or need any assistance. Also included, again, benefits. Services are included if you're a resident here, housekeeping and laundry services. And again, if you're looking at other communities, which you should definitely comparison shop and see where you feel that you would be happiest if you do choose to make a move. Most communities offer some version of what I'm saying. It's always best to check though. Some communities may differ a little bit. What I'm telling you here is what PPH offers. The services that are included, scheduled transportation. So we have regular shopping trips as well as medical transportation that's included within a certain radius of PPH. We also have a physician's office on site here through Temple. Maintenance, business services, so they can mail a package, sell you a book of stamps, groundskeeping, 24-hour security. We are a gated community and have 24-hour security here. Fire detection, we also have a meal program here, 1 meal a day. Close to the equivalent of 1 meal a day is included, but you can also purchase additional meals if you wanted to. And housekeeping and laundry services are available. That would be an additional cost, but that's something that you can add as a resident here. And again, a huge benefit of a community. Residents definitely have a lot of fun here and enjoy each other, but a big benefit is care when you need it. So again, we talked about personal care, skilled nursing care, and memory care, but that really is what residents call the safety net of living in a community like this, is that you know when and if you need care, it's here. You don't have to worry about moving or finding another place that can take care of you.
Sure.
So again, assurance of future care, peace of mind. I know that many family members, especially again, in light of the pandemic, feel so secure knowing that their loved ones are here and being taken care of, and they're not feeling isolated. Control of where you will get the care. So again, I've been doing this for 25 years. I've moved in, I've never counted, but probably close to 1,000 people into communities in my career. And I can tell you the top 3 that I've heard after all those moves to the community of reasons why people choose to move to a community. Because sometimes when you're moving independently, it's hard to know when the right time is. I can tell you that people regret if they wait too long and they're moving in because of health problems or another emergency situation. But those that do choose to make a move The top one I would say is the social aspect, being a part of a community and having that available. Worry about upkeep of a home. That is a big one. People get tired of worrying about, maintenance of a home, repairs, raking leaves if you're no longer able to do it, or snow removal, but that's a big one. And then that peace of mind. Many people have taken care of a parent or a loved one, and they can see what a burden that can sometimes be on family members. So knowing that they're in a community they're taken care of, sometimes they say that's the biggest gift they can give to their family. So the next steps, I always say, if you're interested here at PPH, we have applications for residency. It doesn't mean that you're ready to move right away, but that can get the ball rolling to see if you're qualified. Some people have questions, am I financially qualified? What does that look like? It's all confidential. Once we're able to, we'd love to have you tour the community. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll have a virtual tour of the community on our website, and we'll definitely let everyone know when that's available. So you can literally on your computer take a walk virtually through the community. So we're excited to have that feature on our website. And once we're open again, we'd love to have you come and stay, and we'll even offer vacation stays. Sometimes people want to try it for a few days just to get a feel for what it's like. Yeah. But crossing our fingers, hopefully in the spring or summer, once we're able to open the community up again, we can certainly offer that. And that's all I have for today. Are there any questions? I always say if there's no questions, then I covered everything. Or I'll hang up and you might have questions. But you can certainly, I know that people on this event have my email address. So if you have any questions after this, certainly feel free to email me or call me. You have my phone number on the email, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. And I thank you for coming today virtually, and I hope to meet you all in person in the not too distant future. And enjoy the rest of your day today.